Hello! Today's tripod is a water bottle. And then today's video I decided to do, I decided to do a Q&A because I'm almost at 100 subscribers, which is pretty cool. So maybe you want to get to know me. That's okay if not. But anyway, I did not prepare anything for this. I'm just gonna go straight to Google and look up like Q&A. Get to know you questions. The About Me tag! Let's bring that back. That's gonna be the title. So, it's 80 plus questions. Okay, so question number 1. What time do you go to bed? Which is such a funny question. But I like to go to bed early if I can. If I'm like really tired, if I had like a really long day, then I'll probably like knock out by like 9, 10, 11, whatever time like I would get home. But this was like a month ago when I was like in New York. Ideally, like on a busy day, I'll like knock out, but then it depends because sometimes when I go out at night, which by the way, I get home to New York very soon, like in a week, and I'm just so excited to be back home. I've been very grateful for my time here in California, and I've been getting some sun. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I love New York and I can't wait to see my friends. And yeah, my friends, if we go out, then I'll probably end up home at like 2 or 3, 4, depending on the trains and how good of a time I'm having. Sometimes I'll order an Uber. Anyway, what time do I go to bed? Early. That's the answer. Number 2, who is your celebrity crush? I feel like anyone who says they know me will know that my celebrity crush always has been, since the moment I've seen him, is Harry Styles. That's my husband. I feel like we would get along really well because when I met him, like I predicted his joke, so which means we have the same like banter, or like he's just like a dad joker, like he just loves a pun. Like I think our sense of humors are the same. He loves Italy. Anyway, this is not about Harry Styles, but that's my celebrity crush. And then also Miley Cyrus. I've been in love with her since the Hannah Montana ages. So I grew up with Miley pretty much, and that's my wife, even through the Bangers era. So, number 3, how would you rate your childhood on a scale of 1 to 10? I would rate it a 7 because I grew up very lucky and privileged. But you know, parents got divorced, there was still like traumas and stuff. So, and like bullying in school and blah blah blah. So I'd rate my childhood like a 7. Yeah. What is my middle name? I'm not gonna give that out, but it starts with an S. Number 5. What are your favorite values in friends? This is a great question. Throughout my childhood, I had friends that they weren't really friends, and then once I got to like college, I kind of cut them all off, which is all the friends that like I knew. Some have stuck, and I love you guys. But what do I value? our sense of humors have to match. Like, if you guys get my jokes and we're just laughing all the time, that's like, I love that. Honesty, like, if someone's talking about me in a room, I know that my friend will be there to back me up, and like, would tell me if something's going on. So honesty. Food is like a really big love language for me within friendships, because you know, you're always like out eating with your friends. At least in New York, because there's so many restaurants, and like, what else the fuck are you supposed to do besides let's go get brunch or lunch or dinner or get a drink? But I don't drink, so it's usually food. 222, make a wish. That's been like my angel number recently. What else in friendships? Just like, I don't know, mutual respect, lots of love, acceptance of who you like truly are, and is always there for you with like advice if you need it, or just in general. I have only like a handful of people I consider like good friends, and then like a lot of acquaintances, because I'm picky with my friends, or at least the people that like I dish out my information to. You know what I mean? Anyway, 6. What is your funniest memory from high school? What is my funniest memory from high school? I don't know if it was funny, but like the first one that pops up is like me making an utter fool out of myself. When like me and my ex broke up, we were like dating for like almost 3 years in the school. So that was pretty funny hindsight. But I don't know, just in general in high school, like it was always funny, because the group of girls that I was always hanging out with, like, we never took anything serious. Plus I was pretty high in high school. Okay, wait, the true answer would be the true answer would be when I went to this abandoned house somewhere around the town for a party, obviously, and we get there, it's literally like just wood and fucking cement. Like, it's literally a deconstructed house, and it's so packed, and everyone's already kind of drunk, and then I wasn't there for that long. But then the cops came and everyone fucking like ran, and I had to hop over a fence, and I was like walking with this guy, and like a guy that I knew pulled up next to me and was like, oh my god, you need a ride, because I didn't want to get caught like at this party, even though maybe I was probably drinking at that time, because I was very depressed, but I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know. I tried to block out high school. Next question. I probably won't get through all these questions because there's just too many and I talk too much. Number 7. What is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is like Valentine's Day, the first Monday of May, which is the Met Gala. It's basically a holiday in New York. But yeah, those are my 2 faves. Oh, and Halloween, but sometimes I just get really stressed and stuff, because like it's cold in New York and like you want to look cute in your costume, but yeah, Halloween's really fun, especially when like you're on the train and like you got Mickey Mouse next to you, and then you have like Superman in front of you, and you know. What is my best trait is number 8, which I was debating on like skipping, but I think my best trait is that I'm just so funny. Number 9. What is your favorite restaurant? That's such a hard question. Actually, no, it's not. The first one that came up in my head was Song and Apple in West Village. It's an Italian restaurant, and they're just so good. But then there's like so many vegan restaurants, so like that one like is just a regular. You could have meat and cheese if you wanted to, but I just get like a spaghetti pomodoro. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one, but there's so many good vegan ones that I can't choose one. Number 10. What is an interesting fact about you? I'm gonna choose my icebreaker response that I would use in college. It's like those, what's the fucking, I forget what they call it for like the first week of, oh, syllabus week. So like when you're introducing everybody and like getting to know each other or whatever, never knew what to say. So my interesting thing is that I speak 4 languages and I'm working on 5. I know English, obviously. Eu parlo italiano, eu falo português e eu hablo espanhol. And je m'appelle Emilia. Petite French. See, I don't really know, but I'm working on it 'cause it's a Latin language, so that would be cool to like add to my roster. But anyway, number 11. What is the first thing you notice about people? Their aura and like how I feel next to them is what I first notice. Right off the bat, I can tell if like we're gonna vibe or not, and also like what you're wearing. It's usually the first thing. Number 12. What is your spirit animal? My spirit animal is an elephant. I just love an elephant. I've always loved an elephant. I don't know if it was because the E and the E. I just thought it was really cute, but it just always gravitated. Like I had so many elephant stuffed animals growing up, and then I got an elephant tattoo, which isn't my favorite, but she's okay. And I love them because they're frugivores, so they don't eat meat, just like me, and they're so smart, and they're so cute, and I love them. That's my spirit animal. What is your favorite piece of clothing? That's such a hard question. Like, what do you mean? Like, piece of clothing? Like, I would say, like, skirts. That's my favorite. But, like, out of my whole closet, I think it would have to be, like, my Chanel blazer. Or these, like, flowy Dior pants. And I got them both from What Goes Around Comes Around from Kevin. So those are my favorite pieces. 14. Did you go to college? I did go to college. I went to FIT, the Fashion Institute of Technology, and I got my major. I majored in fashion business management, and I got my bachelor's in it and my associate. I wish I went like a different route with that, personally, like hindsight, but learning business like is a wonderful skill, and I had so much fun, and I loved my professors, and I minored in Italian also, and because of COVID I didn't get to go abroad, but I was going to study abroad, which would have been so much fun, but one day I'll get to Italy. How long was your longest relationship? My longest relationship is being vegan for like being vegan since 2019, so 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. 4 years. But I know that's not the question, but I don't want to get into it because every single relationship that I've had has only lasted 2.5 years. And then with like my last ex, it barely even got to 2. Like the total summary, I guess, of my last relationship would probably turn out to like 1 year because we were so on and off. But yeah. Anyway, next question. What would you name your children? I don't think I would have children, but like a dog or something. I would have to think about it. I'm also very like, I have to meet them or something, see a trait, connect with them. I don't know, but I don't want children, so I haven't thought about it. Alright. Number 17. What was your favorite subject in high school? Art. Like any type of art. I loved pottery specifically, but then I took art history, and then just like regular drawing class. They didn't have much for my high school for art, but besides like an extracurricular, I'd probably say English. 18. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? This is something so personal to me because I absolutely love ice cream. I could live off of it, but I've grown out of that stage. Like, I remember the summer of 2019, I would have a pint of cookie dough ice cream, like at least like once every 2 weeks. Like, it was just always in my stomach. But right now, my favorite flavor is the Ben & Jerry's non-dairy fish food. And if you know, you know. Number 19. What was your first job? My first job, I guess, was, I don't remember. I did nanny, I think, when I was like 17 or something. But it didn't last. It was just like a babysitting thing. And I got paid for that, so maybe a nanny. But my first real job, like payroll and everything, was a diner as a hostess, and it was really fun because I worked with my friends, and it was in high school, so it was very unserious. And I was a horrible employee because I did not care. I was literally in high school, and they were so strict and mean and whatever, but my coworkers were funny. Number 20. What is the first item on your bucket list? I don't have a bucket list written out, so, but I think number 1, if I was to make it, is to go to Italy. Literally any part of Italy. I just want to go to Italy. But ideally, like the south of Italy first, but I really want to see Milan and Rome, and Florence, and Venice is where my family is from, so I do want to see that. Hence my last name. 21. What is your go-to hairstyle? This is my go-to hairstyle. I just washed it, and it's pretty short, so I can't really do anything about it. It's a pixie, but sometimes I'll do like a little braid here, like to put my hairs on my face, or just clip it, or I'll do a headband. But yeah, my hair used to be longer, so I used to have like more hairstyles to do, but I'm kind of like in this low maintenance, besides the fact that I need to dye it so bad. Like, it's just brown at this point, and I want it to be red. Okay, 22, which is how old I am. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? I haven't been to any festivals, but hopefully one day soon. But I just feel like they're very overwhelming, so I'm a little bit scared. But concerts, both show. The most recent one that I went to was Harriet. I went to her concert, and then the most repetitive concert that I've seen is like Harry Styles. I've seen every single era on tour. So 23, if you could change one bad habit of yours, what would it be? Falling in love with men that are bad for me. Yeah, that's the habit. 23, what is your most memorable childhood memory? When I was 7, my parents took me to Disney World, and we went together as a family, and like that was the last time we like hung out together as a family, so that one's pretty memorable for me. And it was like for my birthday, so they took me to like the Disney section makeover, and then they put me as like a princess, and I got my hair and nails done, and my makeup done, and then I went to go to this dinner where they like had a bunch of characters walking around and stuff, and then I had an autograph book where they would sign it and stuff, so that was cute. 25. What are your pet peeves? I have so many. But like right now I don't. To sum it up, golden goose. If you're wearing golden goose, step back. Do you have any bad habits? Probably. Procrastination is like a really bad one because I have ADHD. Yeah, that. I mean, there's probably more, but whatever. Do you have any pets? No, I don't have any pets. But I really want to. I talk about getting like a cat a lot, because they're low maintenance in the sense of like I don't have to walk her and stuff in New York. But I do want a pet, and I see one in my future for sure. How many siblings do you have? I only have one, and she's my half sister from my dad's side. But I don't really talk to her much. So we just share the same last name and the same dad, and that's pretty much it. 29. Do you prefer the city or the country? The city, 100%. Like the country is really nice to visit and like relax and stuff, but I get bored very fast. Yeah, I just need the city eventually. Like that's preferred. Anyway, 30. Where did you grow up? I grew up in New York and New Jersey. 31. What social media platforms do you use the most? I use the most is Twitter, and I love my Twitter so much. That's like my safe space. And then I have Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, unfortunately. But right now I'm kind of having fun with it. Like I'm just so bored at my mom's house that I've just been making TikToks for funsies. But I don't really watch TikToks, I just like to make them. 32. What is one thing you wish people knew about you? I don't know. One thing that I wish people knew about me is that I am nice, because I've had like a lot of people tell me that I looked mean or like I have a bitch face, but I am nice, so come talk to me, because I can be pretty shy. So 33. When was the last time you embarrassed yourself? About like 2 months ago when I took back my ex. 34. What are your life goals? That's funny. That's the question because I literally just wrote them all out the other day to like manifest and put it down on paper and stuff. So I'm not going to talk about it because I just don't want to jinx it. But I have a lot. 35. What's your morning routine? I get up, drink water, drink tea, wash my face, brush my teeth. That's my morning, I guess. I don't really have a routine. But 36. How would you describe your fashion sense? My fashion sense is just chic, slay. I have a lot of different moods. Like today, I guess I'm preppy, like just wearing little shorts and a sweater with no sleeves. What's that called? I don't know. A polo? A vest! Ha! Okay, a vest. But I can be very colorful, or I can wear like all black. I love accessories. My fashion sense is just how I feel that day. Sometimes I want to be a little bit more sporty, or sometimes I want to wear heels. It literally just depends on the day, because the weather also changes what I want to wear. Because like if it's raining, I can't wear certain things. Okay, I'm gonna get to 40 and then I'm gonna stop because it's probably pretty long already. What is your favorite book? Is number 37. My favorite book, more like favorite author, is Haruki Murakami. I feel like all his books just really speak to me. Actually, no, like my favorite book would be The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I think it's Paulo. It's something Coelho. But that's my favorite book. I read it in English, but I want to read it in Portuguese because the author is Brazilian. But every time I read it, I just feel re-inspired, and it's one of my favorites and probably will never change. And then 38, what are your hobbies? My hobbies? Making YouTube videos, shopping, smoking, hanging out with my friends. If I had roller skates, I think I would do that. But I love to bike, like in New York. Sometimes I'd rather bike than take the train. I love walking. Is the point, like, just adventure can be a hobby? Maybe? I don't know. But I want to get more into other hobbies and stuff. But that requires money. Like, hobbies are expensive. So, that's why I stray. Number 39, what inspires you? Movies, for sure, definitely old ones. Anything with like good costume design really inspires me. Going to museums and learning about specific artists will inspire me, or has inspired me. My friends and like the people that I love inspire me. Just nature in general inspires me. And if I need a little inspiration, I will just go on a walk around New York, because I feel like you can find anything there that will like just spark your mind. It's kind of like, I just love New York. Like, you never know what you're gonna see when you turn the corner, and like you don't get that out here in the suburbs where I am. And then 40, the last question is, what is your favorite color? I feel like right now my favorite color is like pink, but I feel like, can I have two? It's pink and green, like a light pink and light green. I've always loved lavender growing up. Like, people in high school would like know, like, I made that my personality, and my whole room was lavender. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, or hope you learned something about me, or not. Why am I so awkward? But anyway, like, comment, subscribe if you liked it. Hope you know more about me now. Love ya.